I'd take every ass whooping that I ever got to have you here fishing in our favorite spot. I have my good days and bad days, but I see the signs. No matter what I do, Lord, heartache's always on time. I cut down on the whiskey, sometimes you can't tell, but all of my sinning love would raise in my head. A good man takes a drink, that ain't a crime. No matter what I do, Lord, heartache's always on time. Spent a lot of time thinking about the good old days. I've done a lot of changes, I kept them your way. I've been there and done it all, didn't cost me a dime. No matter what I do, Lord, heartache's always on time. I cut down on the whiskey, sometimes you can't tell, with all of my sinning love would raise in my head. A good man takes a drink, that ain't a crime. No matter what I do, Lord, heartache's always on time. And no matter what I do, Lord, heartache's always on time. Good evening, everybody, man. How you doing? That's just one of the country songs I wrote. Yeah, the thing about my father that long passed away, I always think about him, man, the fishing trips we used to have. You know, that's what I say. Once everybody leaves, man, that family unit seems to fade. And those are the ones that kept it together. You ever had one of them days, man, you wake up, something breaks in the house, and you got the privilege of fixing it? Well, you know, Dad taught me a lot of things, you know, and I was, back in the younger day, I was pretty good at stuff. And this is a funny thing. Normally this task, 20 minutes, I'd have it done and be gone for whatever reason. A dryer quit running. It's a GE dryer. I got one. I don't like GE appliances. Go to the parts store, I zip back, and I fought. Pulled the spring back as far as I could get it, and I fought. And I'm like, dang. I said, this belt must be too little. So I zipped back to the parts store with the model number and all that. I say, Mr. Walker, this is the right belt, man. What are you doing? I said, I'm pulling the spring back just as far as I can. And the man said, come here a minute. I said, yeah. I said, man, I used to do this all the time, and that ain't no problem. And he said that, you know, the newer versions of the dryers have a metal piece in there, keep you from pulling that spring back. And see, you can't see a damn thing. It's all feel, you know. You can't see nothing. But when he showed me and I looked up under the drum when I got back home, I said, that's what he's talking about, you know. But, you know, thinking about it, I'm somebody, man, I don't have a whole lot of patience. As I've gotten older, man, I get mad as a hornet boy. I bet I pulled and kicked and Every darn thing else, cussed that thing out for all it was worth. You know. And my favorite country singer, Jeff Bates, got a song coming out called Throwing Things. And buddy, I was throwing wrenches, screwdrivers, dryer parts, every darn thing. And when that man showed me what to do, and I thought I knew because back in the day I used to fix appliances, you know. The older appliances, hey man, last you forever and good as gold. This new stuff nowadays ain't worth, man, you good if it lasts a year. Especially like the front loaders and stuff, ain't worth poop. Ain't worth nothing. But when I got home, man, I got down there and got to looking. The wife got home at work. She said, "You ain't fixed that dryer." I said, "I've been fighting this son of a bitch all day." I was mad. Forgive me for cussing, but I was mad. And I said, "Let me know," because the problem I was having, I'd get the belt on there, but the pulley would make the belt turn upside down. And the ridge part is supposed to go face down. But it would kept turning over, and I kept having to pull the belt off. But finally I got it back on there, and it's running now. But I'm telling you what, back in the day I could do it. I don't know, man. The older you get, the less patience you got. Asked my wife for, forgive me for cussing, but I was mad. I can't stand it when, you got your day-to-day things and you got it planned out and you're going to do something tears up. I remember Jeff Bates, he's one of my favorite artists, man. I try to help promote everybody that's, older, that paved the way for us new artists like me to come forward and to do songs and do music and stuff. I salute him, man. He's one of my favorites. Terry McBride, I love those guys, man. I wrote a song about them. I'll do it on another video. I'll sing that song. It's called I'm Gonna Sing McBride in the Right. And I love Aaron Tippin, Vince Gill, Doug Stone, the late 90s people, Travis Tritt. I love that stuff. That's the best country music to me there ever was. But, to each his own. I'm not saying this new stuff is bad. I ain't saying it. I have a problem trying to put it in the country category, but it's still good. But anyway, it reminds me, when stuff tears up, he didn't go on tour. He wasn't on a tour, but Jeff had to go to a show, and he played his concert and everything. I think it was sold out. And he got home, the darn air conditioner went out, and it was still hot. Lo and behold, he had to go get a darn fan blower motor, and lucky, you had friends on Facebook. That's expensive to have it, but you have friends on Facebook that do that kind of stuff, and that's why I like Facebook. I ask questions. One thing about my old pickup truck, I got it parked in the backyard, and I ain't been in a hurry with it. It's a GMC Sierra, and it calls for the injector is a spider injector. So I took the top off the, you have to take the exhaust manifold off, or the, whatever that thing's called. You have to take it off, reach in there and pull the old spider injector out. But I got another one that happened to be a cheap injector. It wasn't worth, that truck was spitting and sputtering, and so I chunked it. And so now I'm going to order a genuine GM spider injector, and once I put it in there, I need to find out. I'm gonna ask some mechanic friends of mine, are they little rubber grommets that need to go in the hole when you push the tubes down in, and then I find out now that there's a little thing there that it's got a cap on it, kind of like a tire cap. You got to take it off and take your napkin or something and press it. And what that does, it gets all the air out of the fuel line. So when you turn the key, you ain't got to crank it, but that activates the fuel pump. So when you press that and ease all the air out of it, I think that might have been my problem. But then they say you can get a hold of a cheap fuel injector that ain't worth 2 cents. So, but it's every little bit of thing, that's life, man. I just, I don't have patience for it. I need to be better on that, I need to be a whole lot better, because stuff's going to tear up, And I got the money to go buy a brand new dryer, I said, I can replace the belt. But if it does anything else, I'm going to Lowe's, or I'm going to go to my buddy's appliance place and just grab me another one, because I've always liked Whirlpool and Kenmore. I don't. The one we got is a GE. I can't stand that thing. I like the older mob stuff. But hey, that's me, man. Try to be a better person. Each day goes by. Hey, look out for your friends and family, 'cause that's all you got. If you like what you see and hear, hit like and subscribe. I got another channel that I'm working on. Is Blazing Brian's Guitar Lessons, where I do everything from the metal days to country, and I try to show licks and tricks on it and sing a few songs. I like to give y'all on the Blue Line channel a few songs, you know. Maybe some of you like it, maybe some of you won't, you know. But all my songs are on Spotify, iTunes. You can hear me on iHeartRadio. So while I'm out there, you can look at Brian K. Walker on YouTube, and it has a whole list of all my songs, and you can listen to every one of them, man. Enjoy them, man. It's something I love to do with songwriting, and I started my own label, so that's how I do it. I want to be an independent country guy. I don't want to go mainstream. I want to be like the outlaw type, you know, like Wheeling and Wailing, if you will, you know. But that's me. Hey, y'all have a good one, man.